Hey, it's Pete's Dude Man. I'm pretty sure this is our last set of challenges on the darker side, doing these stars or moons. I'm so used to calling them stars now from the Mushroom Kingdom. But, crap, Mario, I definitely pressed the long jump there. I'm having such a hard time with this because, like, I want to press R to use the long jump, but then if I accidentally hold it down, he'll roll off the edge.
Oh shit, I forgot to draw something.
Okay.
Remember how earlier I drew zippers on these guys?
Yeah.
I forgot to draw the zippers on these guys.
Okay. How big of a deal is that?
It's not that big of a deal. I'm glad I caught it now instead of later, though.
Yeah, better now than later.
This is actually the best time to be catching it as I'm, like, doing a base shade.
Alright, now this part, though, I gotta be careful. Well, I don't know. Fuck Mario! I was just about to say, this seems pretty easy if you just continuously long jump, but I forgot. If you try to long jump at all, sometimes Mario just doesn't feel like it.
Mario's getting too old for this.
See, I don't feel like I'm battling with the platforming in this game. I feel like I'm battling with the controls. And that's a really awful feeling as a gamer.
Someone should make a Mario game, called The Son of Mario.
Listen, I don't know, like I said, it's either that I'm not skilled enough at this game yet, or the control in this game really isn't as well thought out as the people who I'm watching play are saying, or it's that I shouldn't be using a pro controller to play this game.
I think it's the pro controller thing.
But, like, I know a lot of people are playing with pro controller. I don't know. You feel like it was really just designed for Joy-Con?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just fighting the system too much by trying to use a pro controller.
It's okay to fight the system sometimes. Only sometimes.
But it is funny that you can just jump on those guys to kill them. Which, I mean, that's how you killed them back in Super Mario World, so it makes sense. Oh no! You gotta be kidding me! Oh, I was right there too! You could see the bullet biller was right there, it was gonna crash into that wall, and I mean, maybe there's nothing there, but I'm guessing there's another power star, because all of these had 2 power stars, and that just seems like the best place for it. I mean, as I'm doing it, I am getting better at controlling it, so maybe my finger movements just haven't been precise. Maybe it's just because the weather's getting cold, and so my fingers are getting cold, and so they're not as fast or precise as they should be.
Do you want some gloves?
I mean, I've definitely had that problem before. I remember when Smash Brothers for 3DS first came out, and I mean, that was like November, like this time of year that we're playing this now, and like, it was hard to just make my fingers move fast enough. It's just so cold.
You could wear gloves.
Yeah, but playing
Fingerless
buttons.
gloves.
Yeah, okay, because like, yeah, pressing buttons with gloves feels weird.
No, that's why people wear the fingerless.
Is that where that thing came from? Where people wear the fingerless gloves?
No, it's not actually. It's for a different functional
how did I
purpose.
make that first jump the first time? Now, I can't tell either, but it looks like when I have my hands out, when I'm doing the Naruto run, I can just normal jump, and it goes long enough. So that'd be something worth trying.
Naruto run. No, you should just go around. Do that go-y aroundy thing.
Well, that's the first time that hasn't consistently worked. It's just, once again, it was the same thing. I really, really thought I put in the button input to long jump, and it just didn't happen. But yeah, if I could just be in that form, in long arm form, then that would be perfect down there. But I don't think he activates long arm form until I do at least one long jump.
Do it. Do it.
Whew.
No.
It was hard. I have to be fast. I can't really stop my momentum, so if I'm a little off center, I just kind of have to go with it and hope for the best.
But even in real life, jumping's pretty hard. Like
Well,
that. Like
yeah,
long
of
jumping's
course.
hard.
Of course, jumping like that would be hard.
Well, I mean, long jump in general is
Crap.
Long jump is way more difficult than like people think it is.
Really? Because
Oh,
I already
yeah.
think it looks really difficult.
Oh, it's pretty fucking hard.
Okay,
I
I never felt like I
jump in
was
high school.
underestimating it. It always seemed
Oh.
like something hard to me.
Well, I guess I was the one who underestimated it before I started doing it. Because I remember watching it, I'm like, oh, I can do that. That's easy. You just have to run and jump. No.
Uh-uh.
Oh no.
There is
It's way
a
more...
lot of skill and technique to it.
It is, but it's pretty awesome in that regard. And I loved doing long jump after that.
Okay, well, my problem that time was I couldn't see the screen. I guess I waited too long to start moving, and the bullet bill got in my camera.
Yeah.
Or it should be the bonsai bill.
But
Isn't that cool? That's what the giant ones are called.
That is pretty cool.
They're called bonsai bills.
That's awesome. But yeah, so I did long jump when I did track in high school. And I really did enjoy it. It was really fun. Except for like sitting forever for your turn to jump and then sucking at it, because I really sucked at it. I had no skill with long jump.
My brother Seth was always really good at high jump.
Oh, I've always wanted to do high jump, but the like whole thing was so scary.
Scary? Because you're afraid of heights?
Oh no, pole vaulting. I did high jump. Yeah, I did that one. That one was fun.
Mario, what the fuck was that?
High jump's the one where you run up to the pad and then you jump over it.
Well, yeah, with the pole vaulting?
No, pole vaulting's different.
No, I know. No. High jump's the one where you jump high.
Jump high, yeah. You jump over a bar. Pole vaulting is where you jump over a bar with a pole.
With a pole.
Which I always wanted to do.
Thus, the term pole vaulting.
Yeah, pole vaulting's so cool looking.
It is.
I remember when I was like a teenager and I was watching all the guys do pole vaulting, I'm like, I love you all. I wish I could be as awesome as you. I even like drew one of the pole vaulters.
Oh.
It's in one of my sketchbooks and I'm super embarrassed about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it ended up being my ex-boyfriend.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It's funny now. But yeah, I just was like, oh. I think like after he dumped me, I actually folded that page over so I didn't have to see it.
I see. Mario,
Oh,
come
shit.
on. It feels so inconsistent, man. You gotta be perfect. If you are anything less than perfect in any of these stages, I know I've mentioned this last night when I play this, but man, if you are anything less than perfect in these stages, you're dead.
I'm setting you up for some real, life issues there. If you're not perfect, you're dead.
You're gonna get the Tsubaki complex.
Or worse. Oh god, my armpits itch so bad right now. My really itch. Fuck.
I tried to say that those last two attempts, I'll tell you right now,
Excuse me?
I really could have sworn I was holding on the R button to long jump, but you saw Mario do normal jumps.
Oh, Mario, you turd. Oh, what else did I do in track? Oh, I tried triple jump before I sprained my ankle. I actually enjoyed triple jump a lot, and I could have been pretty good at it.
Yeah?
It was all technique. And for me,
I knew I wasn't going to make that one. I jumped too soon.
for a while with technique, I struggle for it, but once I get it, I get it. And I was just about to really do well with it, and then I tripped over myself during the practice and sprained my ankle.
Dang.
And it wasn't even triple jump practice. It was fucking just normal running practice that everybody did at the beginning of the track workouts. I just tripped over myself and rolled across the finish line. It was great.
If you can clear the first jump, it's pretty easy to get into a rhythm where you get the other ones too. But getting that first jump is just so hard because you have no momentum. You can't really retain the momentum you had before because you have to turn the camera before you can go. Unless you have a really incredible control at this game. I don't. I have to fully turn the camera, line myself up, and then make this first jump. And that just doesn't happen sometimes. This game is really strict with its precision. You don't have to be as strict in Super Mario 64 or Super Mario Sunshine. You can kind of fudge the jumps a little bit and Mario will just go up the slope. But here, Mario just literally bumps into everything if you even just slightly miss the jump. It's very strict.
Kind of
which I've noticed all game, but it hasn't been relevant till now because this is the first time in the game there's actually super challenging platforming segments.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why they were a little more lenient. in these other games because it was full of platforming segments. I mean, Super Mario 64 was, I think,
my phone?
I don't know. I think Super Mario 64 was very lenient because, like, it was, like, the first big 3D adventure game like that. And so they were a little more lenient with the controls so that people would, understand them.
Oh, that's
And then they really, really perfected the challenge aspects of that in Super Mario Galaxy, in my opinion. And here, now that it's all kind of down and known and stuff, they're making it so you have to be super precise. And that's not necessarily bad, it's just different, and it's taking a while for me to get used to. Especially because it feels like I'm fighting my controller.
Better beat it up then. Better kick its ass. Oh, that reminds me. So, growing up, I was taught 2 different schools of thought when it came to violence. One from my mom and one from my dad. So, my mom, being the pacifist that she is, told us that it was not okay to fight and to do everything you can to avoid violence, right? Like most parents usually would, right?
Okay, but your dad...
My dad, he's like, if you get in a fight, you better fuck them up good.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do it, go all out.
And I think my mom's pretty much said the same thing too after he said that, because my mom's like, yeah, you better make sure you fuck him up. I'm like, okay.
Once you're in the fight, you're in the fight. You better make sure that you're not gonna get in the fight again.
You better make sure you don't fucking lose.
No! That would have been it if I'd made that jump! You gotta be kidding me!
And so that's why I kind of prepared myself my entire life, was to be as peaceful as possible, but I had the mentality of, like, if this is gonna get violent, I'm gonna fucking be a freak about it.
Super okay.
And I would be.
Mario just didn't feel like long jumping that time. He's like, I've had enough of this. Do you think it would be...
I don't
No, I need to get the key. I was like, would it be better just to take the low road the whole time? Like, there and back? And then just lure the bullet bill so I don't have to go all the way? But that won't work because I need the key for the other moon. Now, I could do these one at a time, but that sounds like a time inconvenience.
Oh. You get so frustrated.
No, I don't.
Well, you seem like you do. The ions won't know the difference.
You're right. If I was doing this without a microphone, I'd be doing the exact same thing I'm doing right now, but in silence. That's pretty much the difference.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't, like, react at all.
I wouldn't react at all. I would just keep on going and keep on going, keep on going. Really, the noises are just because I have a microphone in front of me.
You know people are listening, so you're going to react more.
Exactly. I'm just going to say what's on my mind rather than just, And usually, like, when I'm talking in these things, I mean, I don't have time to really think about what I'm talking because I'm focused on the game. So the things coming out of my mouth are just the first things that come out of my mouth.
Just like a burp.
I do burp a lot in my LPs.
You do, actually. You burp more in your LPs than you do in real life. That's the funny thing.
I guess, well, it's just because I have my mouth open more.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of times in real life, I'll internalize my burps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the best thing you could ever learn, by the way. Because people are such weirdos about burping and farting.
Well, I don't know if it's weird. It's just a, it's a socially not accepted thing.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's such a normal thing. Why do people have to, like, demonize it? Yeah, it smells weird and sounds weird, but, I mean, gas has gotta get let out.
I've never cared about burping in my LPs, and no one's ever, like, in a comment section made it an issue. Like, I've seen it in other comment sections, like, on Game Grumps, when they're like, oh, God, Aaron, stop burping. But, like, for me, my biggest inspiration for doing... For
burping.
For doing Let's Play... What the fuck are you talking about?
We were on the topic of burping!
My biggest inspiration for starting LPs and doing LPs was Nintendo Caprice's son. And he always burps in his videos, so it just never bothered me. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna burp now. I have to burp, I'm gonna burp. What I'm doing is I'm really concentrating on Mario's feet, so I can see right when he's at the edge of the block to do my next long jump. The only problem there is that Mario decided he wanted to roll. This is just gonna be a long episode. I don't even know if I'm going to cut any footage, but I'm just going to keep it going until I beat this challenge. Because, like, I don't know, I think the things we've talked about are interesting enough that I don't want to cut any of it. And I don't think it'll take me longer than 20 minutes. I was really hoping I'd have it done by now.
Burping and track and field and...
Oh, maybe I'll cut
all
out
that
some
fun
attempts
shit.
after all. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
You know, the upper section I haven't messed up on in a really long time.
That's good.
Why that song?
Because,
I couldn't see well enough.
know.
My camera was all fucked up.
I don't know what I'm doing, Isaac. What's that even from originally?
That's a song.
From what?
From a German band, German pop group called Genghis Khan.
Okay. I'd never heard of them.
Well, they did that song.
They did that song.
They did other songs too, but that's the song everyone on the internet knows them for. Am I gonna make it? Oh, thank God. Hey, gotta let go. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut any footage. That was only a couple minutes extra. I've had other episodes longer than that. Cool. We made it. Got 2 moons. I'm pretty sure that's as much as we can do in the dark side for now, because the rest is paintings. So, we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.